Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam to all Vaishnavas assembled. Shri Radha Madhav Ashtasaki Vrind ki Jai. Panchatattva Bhagavan ki Jai. Rajapo Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya Sudarshan ki Jai. Gaurnitai ki Jai. Thank you all on behalf of all devote leaders. I thank you all for joining this morning Japa session and chanting your holy names very nicely. So we'll start with the next session, that is discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam shortly. Then we start with a short kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Gandharvika Giridhari Gaurari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol श्री गंधर्विक गिरिधारी श्रीमन महाप्रभु की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, पतित पावन गुरु महाराज की जय, निथाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. So we'll discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, Text number 13. Gopuradvara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Toranam Chitradvaja Pataka Grair Antaha Pratihata Tapam Gopuradvara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Toranam Chitradvaja Pataka Grair Antaha Pratihata Tapam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The city gateway, the household doors and festooned arches along the roads were all nicely decorated with festive signs like plantain trees and mango leaves, all to welcome the Lord. Flags, garlands and painted signs and slogans all combined to shade the sunshine. Purport. Signs of decoration in special festivals were also collected from the gifts of nature, such as the plantain trees, mango trees, fruits and flowers. Mango trees, coconut palms, and plantain trees are still accepted as auspicious signs. The flags mentioned above were all painted with the picture of either Garuda or Hanuman, the two great servitors of the Lord. For devotees, such paintings and decorations are still adored, and the servitors of the Master is paid more respects for the satisfaction of the Lord. Beautiful. The last line is so important. So, Om Agnana Timarandasya Gnanan Janasalakaya Chakshugurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Datatri Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Shagarajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savajutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So once again, we'll see the text 13. Gopuradvara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Torana Chitradvaja Patakair Antah Pratihatatapam. So before I could begin, I seek the blessings and prayers of all the Vaishnavas so that the right words, so that I speak from in the line of Parampara. So here, Krishna is trying to enter Dwaraka, as we all know. The previous verses, devotees are beautifully shared. And in fact, yesterday's verse was very beautifully shared by Subramai Mataji, where the opulence of Dwaraka has been explained so well. And here we can see that Krishna is trying to enter Dwaraka, and every time he's trying to enter, some devotee is stopping him. We all know that first time it was Queen Kunti who stopped him, and then it was Yudhishthira Maharaj who wanted him to stay back for some more time. So in this way, Krishna was stopped by the wonderful devotees. So Krishna had to postpone, to going into Dwaraka. He was stopped by the pure love. And here, but on the other side, what is happening in Dwaraka? The Dwarkavasis, they're feeling, so Krishna is going to come now, Krishna is going to come anytime, Krishna is coming. So every time they are thinking Krishna is coming, they are always disappointed. And it was now the third time Krishna is going to enter the Dwarka. And here I heard from Sriniya Vaishnava how this name Dwaraka came. So Dwaraka is also referred as Anartha Pradesh. So, dear devotees, Anartha Pradesh means it's not, the Anartha means it is not that our Anartha in the heart, that is Kama, Krodha, Lobha. It's not that Anartha. It is the name of a devotee of Krishna. He is Anarth. His name is called Anarth. So, the story cut short. So, a long time back, there was a king by name Anarth, devotee. He was known Anarth. So, his father removed him, whatever reason, his father removed him from his country. And what he did? He meditated for 10,000 years. This Anarth, he meditated for 10,000 years inside the water, sea. He meditated. And then finally Vishnu, he gave his darshan. And Anarth asked for a benediction. And that he wanted a kingdom which is very far away from his father's kingdom and which also looks like Vaikuntha. And also Vaikuntha should be, because Vaikuntha should be visible for him. So Lord Vishnu, with the help of Sudarshan Chakra, he made this place by taking more areas from the sea, right? And thus, this was called Dwarika. Dwarika was formed. So this was a short story how Dwaraka came into existence. So now, when Lord is entering Dwaraka, there is so much description about Dwaraka in Srimad Bhagavatam, Skanda Puranas, Garga Samhitas. So much is beautifully explained. They're all glorifying Dwaraka, saying that is the most beautiful and so nice place it is. Even if you go to YouTube and browse for Dwaraka, the lost city of Dwaraka, you find Professor C.N. Rao, from Archaeological Survey of India. He has covered this sunken city of Dwaraka. Why it is sunken city? Because Krishna knew what people of Kali Yuga will do. That's why the city of Dwaraka was sunken. And like how it destroyed Yadu Vamsha, he made sure that this city was also drowned, Just like even Sri Ramachandra Murthy, Lord had immersed the Setu, Rama Setu, which he used to cross over Lanka. So similarly, this city was so beautiful, Dwaraka. So it is in fact referred to as Dwara. Dwara means big gate and Dwaraka means smaller gates. There were so many palaces and so many gates. And now Krishna is entering Dwaraka from Hastinapur. And here it's explained so beautifully. What are the arrangements being made before Krishna could enter? The Dwarka is so enthusiastically doing all the arrangements for Lord. So glorifying, we are glorifying, like, by glorifying Dwaraka, we are actually glorifying the Supreme Lord. It's non-different. Even Sukadeva Goswami is explaining how Dwaraka was being, decorated. So in this connection, I would like to speak about Srila Prabhupada when he was in the Western countries, which has got a connection, which I'll refer later. So when Srila Prabhupada was in New York, he wanted to give few classes in a place called Butler in the yoga studio. All this was explained by Sriniya Vaishnava. So at that time, Srila Prabhupada was staying with the Agarwal family. So the Agarwal family were always worried for Srila Prabhupada because Srila Prabhupada was traveling. Whenever, wherever, whoever gives invitation to Prabhupada, he used to just go to preach, Then when Agarwal family, they used to tell Srila Prabhupada, why you are taking so much risk? And they were worried about him. Then for that, Prabhupada answered. Prabhupada used to say that, that he has not come here to relax, right? He has to grab each and every opportunity to spread the love of God. That is the very purpose what Srila Prabhupada is gone to fulfill his spiritual master's instructions, right? So Srila Prabhupada, what he did, he left the Agarwal family, and that is when he met this lot of hippies, and he felt that he could discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita with them because they were all actually from educated family. He thought he will discuss all this. And so this hippies, they thought Srila Prabhupada is a very nice person. So they rented a flat for him, where the very famous 26 number, 2nd Avenue, where that it's called the storefront. All of you know about it. The very famous matchless gift. So this particular place was not, this particular place what they had taken, the storefront, was not in, the surroundings were not very pleasing, right? It was, located, it was only had, there were coffin stores beside that. There were memorial service halls. That is where all the dead persons, would be bought, and there would be mourning services. So despite this type of a location, Sri Prabhupada, our only mission was to stay there and, glorify, spread the Krishna conscious movement. He's there. Then Srila Prabhupada started the ISKCON movement. He used to do classes and kirtans. Then normally the hippies were finding Srila Prabhupada to be very affectionate and very friendly to them. But when the moment Srila Prabhupada sits on this mat to give lectures, Prabhupada used to become very serious. Evenings during kirtan, Srila Prabhupada had told them, when he was in the light mood, he used to tell them, you can bring your various instruments and play during kirtans. But he ensured that Prabhupada used to say, if the tune is not syncing with Prabhupada's singing, then Prabhupada used to connect them immediately. So this was going on. And a group of boys known as Mob Street Boys, they were known as Keith, Howard, Valley. So these three boys, they thought this old man, Swamiji, is come all the way from India and to spread spirituality. So he's just sitting on the floor. So we must do something about that, Srila Prabhupada. So what they did, they went all the way to New Jersey and they bought a huge carpet, from the father's house. One of the boys from his father's house, he took this huge carpet. How did he transport through metro? He transported that carpet, and some of the other boys, they bought a few paintings from India. They made that, they ensured that they made a good seat for Srila Prabhupada. And these paintings, what they bought, they hung the picture of Radha Krishna behind Srila Prabhupada where he was sitting. And they also hung a picture of Hanuman without knowing which animal was it. So, Satvarup Maharaj explains this very nicely in Lilamrita. Actually, the New York ladies, they didn't even know who Krishna was. They were so ignorant. They were unqualified. But they all had one good quality. What is that? They were listening very attentively to Srila Prabhupada. They were chanting the Hare Krishna Mantra very nicely. And they were very ready to serve a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. And they had given up all their material life. They used to hear Srila Prabhupada's Shravanam attentively. And they were helping him all the time. So actually, here they had bought one of the photographs that they had purchased had 6 hands. 2 hands were colored green with bow and arrow. The other 2 hands blue in color with murali flute in the hand. And finally, the other 2 colors golden color. With one hand had a japamala and kamandalu in the other. And nobody knew who this was. And actually they are visiting India not for anything else. They wanted to visit India to meet some yogis. Right? So anything they're looking strange, they used to purchase it. So they felt this particular photograph was strange looking. So they purchased it. They thought they want to decorate the entire flat of Srila Prabhupada's. They want, and where Srila Prabhupada is sitting, they want to decorate. That was a very good mood they had. They thought the whole room should look grand where Srila Prabhupada is giving his class. So Srila Prabhupada, once he saw this, and he had a big, huge, nice smile on his face, and he told a very famous statement to all these boys and girls. He said, "You are making advancement in Krishna consciousness." He told them. So Srila Prabhupada had the darshan of Radha and Krishna and Bhakta Hanuman, and had to explain. He explained to them who is Bhakta Hanuman. He explained it's not an animal. He explained all this to him. And finally, Srila Prabhupada had explained who the 6-armed person was. So here, Prabhuji and Mataji, Srila Prabhupada is saying, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared here in his divine form to help in Prabhupada, in his mission. So that photograph, he saw it, he had to explain to them, Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, so similarly, here you can see how these devotees were just devotees in happening. They were not actually devotees, right? They were serving Srila Prabhupada so nicely. So who is pleased? Srila Prabhupada is so pleased with them. And if Srila Prabhupada is pleased, obviously Krishna is so pleased with them. So similarly, when Krishna is Krishna's entry was celebrated with elaborate planning by the Dwarka Vasis. What is that? The decorations, so elaborate decorations are going on. Gopura Dwara Margeshu Gopura. So you can see even in Srirangam, you can see, tall gopuras. It is spreading the entire town. If you happen to go to Srirangam, right? Entire town is decorated with huge gopurams. So Dwarka and Marg was so big. There are express highways. Like, you see the huge highways, right? Grand trunk roads. There are very huge roads where these were all not only in this time, it was there in Krishna's time only, all these huge roads and express highways. And this verse also says that Krita Kautaka Toranam. There was Toranam being tied all along. So we also know during festival days, we also tie nice mango Toranam in our entrance, right? You all must be doing that. So this Toranam was there. From there only we have learned all this. Like our also ISKCON Vrindavan has a stone Toranam. And also our homes have such wonderful ones made of coconut, mango leaves, green leaves, and jute, etc. They were making all this kind of different Toranams. Chitra Dwaja Pataka Gaye. So some pictures were hung small flags, different colors, patakas, very, very huge, large cloth hanging in the air. Not like the flags which have small ones nowadays, the different country flags or other small flags. No, these are huge. Patakas are very, very huge cloth hanging in the air, right? So, Agner Antaha Pratihata Atapam. So, victory flag. Now, who comes to our mind immediately when you say victory flag? Yes, our dear Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Pataka. So itself means victory flag. Prabhupada is giving such a wonderful name to our Guru Maharaj. So, so why they all thought so much of, putting up huge, flags, patakas. So they thought so much that while they are going to apply tilak to the Lord will pause, stand for some time, then we need to be covered. Like here it is said, no shade of the sunshine. So they were thought of all that so elaborately. They were, meditated so nicely. They planned so nicely. When Krishna stands in a place for applying tilak, he needs to have a shade. When he has to further garland the Lord, he has to stand. Then again, he has to be covered with sunshine. So in this way, they made a very elaborate plan. Victory flags of large sizes. Then they have to stop where they have to wash the lotus feet of the Lord. There, one large pataka was flying. Next, after washing his feet, then they have to do a nice arati they have to give Lord to welcome him with grandly. So there they planned again one more nice pataka. So this is the samskara, And Sukadeva Goswami also gave this detailed description in Srimad Bhagavatam, and explaining this, how nicely they have done this. So here, Srila Prabhupada was very happy with the arrangements of this new devotees, have done so much for him, like I explained previously. So happy he was, Prabhupada. So thereby Krishna is happy, and also Prabhupada is happy and Krishna is happy thereby. So here, one more thing is given here that the pataka had the picture of Garudadev and Hanuman. So Garudadev and Hanuman are the pure devotees of the Lord. Like in Bhagavad Gita, we see that Arjuna had Hanuman in his flag. Some same way, the picture of Garudadev and Hanuman were hung above. Now we can see that Krishna is walking down and his bhaktas, servants, are flying above. Why is it done like this? And I'm sure why you are all wondering how is it possible? This is the wonderful guna of the Lord. This was known by only Dwarkavasis. Because Krishna simply loves that. Even if somebody forgets Supreme Lord to do some puja to the Lord, if you worship the devotees of the Krishna of Lord, Krishna loves this aspect very much, right? In fact, you can see in this particular verse where there is a song very beautifully authored by Bilva Mangal Thakur, where Bilva Mangal Thakur, it's a song by Braje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram. You all must have heard that song. I'll just see the 6th verse in that. In that, Bilva Mangal Thakur beautifully says that Chinnasi Goram Yamapasha Bandam Vinnasi Binmam Bhava Pasha Bandam Chinnatsi Bimmam Chinnatsi Sarvasya Samasta Bandam Naivatmano Bhakta Kritam Tu Bandam. So translation goes like that. So you cut the terrible noose of Yamaraj, you sever the dreadful noose of material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage. But you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. So here, the whole song, please go through that. The meaning is wonderful, where the devotee, Krishna, the Bilomangal Thakur is saying, you can cut the noose of Yamaraj, you can sever the material existence, but you are unable to, you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. So the devotees are tied up Krishna in their hearts. So Krishna loves his devotees very much. So always we should remember that Supreme Lord loves devotees, and those who respect us, worship his devotees more than him, Krishna loves it. You know. So here, so how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was staying in Jagannath Puri and he was taking darshan of the Lord. We see, we are Jagannath, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stand near the Garudastham and he used to take darshan of the Lord. Why? Because most of the time, what we all do, actually, when we go to the temple, we think that we have to take darshan standing in front of the Lord. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stand in the Garudastham and used to take darshan of Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Why so? When the darshan is open for Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai, first, what does the Lord do? He searches for his devotee. He searches for his pure devotee, who is most established bhakta, pure devotees, like the Garuda. Then when he sees that, first he sees Garuda Dev. So what we should do, Prabhujis and Matajis, now I think I have learned one thing from this. My realization now is that while having darshan of the Lord in the temple, now I learned that I should not stand in the front row. And even standing in the front row and blocking the view of other devotees also an aparad, right? In a way. And from this, I've learned very clearly that the Lord is actually searching for his pure devotee first. So that's why we should always ensure that we don't stand in the front. We stand either next to Srila Prabhupada, somewhere near Srila Prabhupada. So that's why you can see in the temple where just in front of Srila Prabhupada, in front of the sanctum, in front is Srila Prabhupada. So as soon as the curtains are open, Lord has to have the darshan of his pure devotee, that is Srila Prabhupada. Right? Even if we are standing in front, Lord will only glance at Srila Prabhupada, his pure devotee first. So I have learned a lesson that I should not stand in the front row and try to stand somewhere near Prabhupada so that somehow the other, a small glance may also fall on us when the Lord is seeing his pure devotees. I got this understanding. So here, coming back to this, so many flags and Toran Pataka were tried. And also, they were not haphazardly tied, they are planned at point to point. Perfectly there, the Dwarkavasis were arranged it. So actually, Srila Prabhupada lights in the last line, the purport. And the servitor of the master is paid more respects for the satisfaction of the Lord. Sometimes people think devotional service is only glorifying the Supreme Lord. That's what, right? Many of us think. And that Lord will take all the respects, like there are so many Nawabs. What they used to do in those days, they used to call poets, right? They used to call them and they make them glorify the Nawab or the king. And he would be very happy hearing all the glories about himself, right? Now, the Supreme Lord is not like that. He is not happy hearing his glories at all. He only wants to hear the glories of his devotees. This is why in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, the verse 13 to 20 verses is referred as Bhakta Ashtakam. So we must all hear that Bhakta Ashtakam. The chapter 12, 13 to 20 is called Bhakta Ashtakam. So now what is the nature of the Lord? To glorify the devotee. And if the Lord sees someone glorifying his devotee, he showers mercy on the devotee. In fact, in these 8 verses of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, Lord is glorifies the 35 qualities of the devotee. One more name of Lord is Uttama Shloka, one who is famous as the best of those who are good. Even Bhakta is called Uttama. So this is why I just shared this. I was just singing the Vraja Prasiddham. So in that, how Krishna is like to be glorify his devotees. So glorifying the Supreme Lord and glorifying the devotee is on the equal platform. However, Shastras say that glorifying a devotee is more important than glorifying the Lord, right? So that is why the Dwarkavasis knew that. That's why they put the Hanuman and Garuda on the flag, and which was flying above the Lord, which Lord loves it. You also know the famous incident of Kanchipurna, who used to daily fan the Varadaraja Perumal in Kanchipura. So he asked a question, was daily asking questions of all the devotees to Kanchi Varada Perumal. One day he asked, when will he go back home, back to God? The Lord replied, not now. Right? Not now, as you are not at all served devotees. Immediately what Kanchipuran, he dropped everything, he just ran away. The Lord is calling him, but he didn't even turn back. He just ran away to serve the devotees. That important is serving the devotees, which pleases Krishna. Another incident is when Durvasa Muni begged and fell at everybody's feet. You know that story of Amrish Maharaj. And finally, when he arrived to meet Lord Vishnu, what did he say? He asked him to ask forgiveness with Amrish Maharaj. The Lord glorified Ambarish Maharaj, and he chastised Durvasa Muni. Why he had troubled his devotees so much? Aham bhakta paradina. Then he said, why did you come to me? I am not independent and free. I am control my devotees. I am in the devotees' heart. And to me, my devotees are very dear to me. And for the devotees, I am very dear. Even during Rajasuya Yajna, what seva did Krishna do? He did Chappal seva. Why? Because Yudhishthira Maharaj was very dear to him. So, if you take care of the devotees, Lord is very pleased. Like how all the boys and girls took care of Srila Prabhupada so much. And Lord was very pleased with that. Even in Sudama's incident, everyone was wondering why Krishna is running towards a poor Brahmana and was washing his feet and then took the water and Krishna was asking. He consumed that water and he also asked everybody to consume that water. Later he took him to his room and he made him sit on his private bed. Imagine that Chida, that Avalaki, I heard from the senior Vaishnava that Sudama was hiding it under his armpit, right? And what happens? All the sweat has come to that. But still, Lord has consumed that. We can understand the heart of the Lord. Now, what we need to learn from these arrangements of flag and his devotees flying high. How is our heart and feelings toward the devotees? Do we treat the devotees as person dear to Krishna? How should I behave and greet a devotee? We have to always greet a devotee respectfully. Sometimes we treat the devotees like saying, Prabhuji, Mataji, they are only practicing devotee, not yet matured. Only when I greet a pure devotee, I shall love and respect him nicely. That is not the way. So, Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukadeva Goswami a question. Suruchi was bitten by snake. Why has she committed why? Because as she committed a offense to the young Dhruva, that is why she was bitten by a snake. No, then Sukadeva Goswami said, Dhruva is not at a bhakta, he was bhakta in the happening. Dhruva was devotee in making. So, all are devotees in the making. They may not be Dwarkavasis or Vrajavasis. They are all devotees in the making. So, I'd like to conclude by saying that when we are inviting the lordships anywhere, like the opening ceremony, like that, we should always remember, we should never forget to take care of devotees too and should glorify them. Even Sripad Ramanujacharya, when he sent his devotees to find a place, when they reached a place, there they did not treat the devotees well. They were only making arrangements to receive Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya, when they went and told him, Ramanujacharya asked, how are you treated? Yeah, just few minutes. How are you treated? They said, like they were making grand arrangements for your invite Gurudev. They saying, Ramanuja said, no, I don't want to go to a place where you were not treated properly. So Ramanujacharya didn't go there. So in the same way, whenever Guru Maharaj is in town, we have to take care of with Guru Maharaj, and not only Guru Maharaj, we have to take take care of his servants, greet them well, provide them good facilities, make them happy. In fact, last year, RGN, our Gopinath Circle we had a wonderful opportunity to serve Guru Maharaj's servants. So in this way, if we please Guru Maharaj and his servants, Srila Prabhupada is happy, and thereby Supreme Lord is also very happy. So I would like to conclude here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Patita Pavana Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you all again for hearing me patiently, and forgive me if I have made any errors due to my ignorance. Please do share if you have any points on this sloka. Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Thank you for extending by 2 more minutes. Hare Krishna. Sorry.